Wiener Haven, you know, that is a hotbed right now for sports and cultural activities as well. You know, I don't know what that city would be without Rick and Christy Hemingway doing their thing for the cultural side of things. But we're here to talk about sports, Sam, and you know all the great things that are happening in Winter Haven, and so we had to bring in the best of the best. She is a little feisty, everybody, so you're going to have to bear with that. But who is this young lady? Well, her name is Julie Adams. She's 16 years with the city of Lakeland. And in fact, she was so feisty there, they threw her out and said, "Here, Winter Haven, you can have her." How do you like that for an introduction?
I mean, I guess I just mic drop and head out. So.
Exactly. No more. Don't even need to say anything else at this point.
Right. For sure.
But thank you for coming on the show. We really appreciate your time. It's already been a hot start from the beginning. How long have you been in this position now? It's feels like a day.
It does. Time is absolutely flying. I've actually been here now for almost 3 months. I started March 1st, which just, again, seems like yesterday.
Exactly.
But there is just so much going on in Winter Haven, and I have just come into a team that is high functioning and just, firing on all cylinders as it was. And it has been such a pleasure to come in and get to meet everyone and find out and start developing those relationships with our community partners and across our internal team as well. I'm just so impressed with the level of functionality that Winter Haven has. A lot of residents and people outside they just see what happens, but they don't see how it happens and who makes it happen. And I'm really proud to be a part of that team.
Well, a little inside look there, the gentleman that you're replacing, Travis Edwards, he's an icon in the world of sports, recreation, leisure, and all of that type of thing. And he was with the city of Winter Haven for 33 years. You probably don't know this. His wife used to work for me when I was at USA Water Ski and Wake Sports.
Wow,
Debbie.
Small world.
Oh yeah, she keeps him on the straight and narrow, I can tell you that. She kept me on the straight and narrow. But for 33 years, a long time, did a great job, got some big shoes to fill. Based on what we've seen, everybody's saying, man, off and running and going. You're stepping into a situation where there's a lot of new things coming to Winter Haven. Just opened up the Advent Fieldhouse within the last year or so. Huge responsibility there, particularly as we went through the things we went through last year. But there's more to come. But tell us a little bit about what your impression is of the Advent Fieldhouse and how has that benefited the city and the community in general?
Oh man, I don't have enough time.
That could be one show.
Yeah, it really could. I'm a Winter Haven, not resident anymore, but I'm a native. And so coming back to this job for me is like coming home. Obviously I was just right next door in Lakeland, but it has just been so awesome to see from an outsider's perspective looking in of the development and the intentionality on recreational services to our area, and how we're making a statement that this is going to be an exclamation point of what we do for not only now but years to come. And just starting with, if you're approaching Winter Haven from the overpass and just seeing that beautiful facility at night, oh man, I've done the loop around so I can do it again, just to be able to see. It just is so awesome, that gateway into Winter Haven. Again, making that statement, hey, we're here, recreation is a part of our blood, that's what we do. And so just, again, coming through the challenges that we had last year and still being able to thrive and maintain service to not only our local community, but regional, statewide, and nationwide, thanks to you guys and the work you're doing to bring in those events into our community. But what a beautiful place. I mean, the amenities it provides, the partnership that we have with Rich Art and with our theater organization to really rise up that cultural perspective of our department. And again, making that statement that we're not just Parks and Rec, but we're Parks, Recreation, and Culture. And that's just as important as the other amenities that we provide. But just, the court space, the mezzanine, the service to the community at large, and being able to have the fitness center. But just my hat goes off to that staff there. Scott Eilers and his team have done an impeccable job of keeping that place safe and letting people recreate in a safe environment through the pandemic. And now we've had a little bit of relief with CDC's recommendations and not having to do as much as often, but still maintaining safety as a priority and bringing people back to play. I mean, we need that. As humans, we need to have that recreation component to keep the rest of us healthy and well. And that commitment to wellness, I think, is just expounded upon in that facility.
It's truly such an awesome place to go to, right? The approach, it's just this massive, beautiful blue building, and everything they have there, and just that main entrance, how tall it is, and you walk in, it really is an experience. But it's just only one of the facilities that we have here in Winter Haven. What are some of the other ones that just really are top-notch there?
Well, you know, we're undergoing a lot of improvement right now in Winter Haven. Coming into this role, it's just almost overwhelming at the amount of capital investment that's being made and for my brain to manage and to grasp. But thankful for my team that's right there with me to help me kind of get a good handle on it. But we've got the renovation of Martin Luther King Jr. Park in downtown on Lake Silver. That's, you know, I mean,
that's going to be a big deal,
absolutely.
Julie, because that Winter Haven's going to be the hub of the 100th anniversary of the sport of water skiing in 2022. Yeah. It's going to, the capstone event is going to be the World Show Ski Championships at that park. And the blending and working together to make that the best show ski site, you know, in the world, is going to pay huge dividends, not only leading up to that, because, you know, China, Belgium, Germany, you know, Mexico are going to be coming over to practice at your place. But, you know, what's happening there, you know, in terms of, you know, the world of water skiing, this will showcase Winter Haven as the true capital, which is well deserved. And I'm just really looking forward to it. And those plans for MLK Park, I've had more people comment about how nice it looks already. So that's a testament to what you've done and what the city has done with that gorgeous facility.
I just want to reiterate, coming into the organization and being able to absorb what I have in 2 months and 21 days is just the intentionality that the city is utilizing to be able to provide those spaces at the level that we are providing them for now and years to come. Always when you build something, you have to make a plan for maintaining it, right? So just knowing and having a finger on the pulse of what the community wants, what makes us special. We like to refer to ourselves in Winter Haven as exceptionally local, and we do things to that end. And I think that having something like that World Championship happening in our own backyard, and the fact that we're making these strides towards the best location in the world for this to happen, is just another point towards that intentionality. But in addition to that, we've got the phase 2 for Chain of Lakes Park coming on with the relocation of the ball fields and making that space more able to be utilized. Also, the activation of the shoreline there is part of the design, and that is going to be really neat to take advantage of the things that are exceptionally local to Winter Haven, the Chain of Lakes, you know, and being able to connect people from an athletic environment into a water resource environment with activities like that. And then we're renovating the Winter Haven Recreation and Cultural Center. That's coming online. Construction will start soon with that, and upgrading that facility into, I mean, a top-notch facility for a community center, recreational opportunity.
Where's that located?
That is in Florence Villa off of MLK Boulevard.
Okay. Used to be called the Northeast Recreational Complex.
Correct.
For those
locals that have been around,
yeah.
Yes. So we're the community, and we are really excited about that. That's coming on in the next year or so. We're in design now.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. Renovating Sertoma Park, so the baseball fields there are getting a facelift. We've just, you know, there's just so much going on. And for those are the big things, right? But, you know, I work hand in hand, and my partners at Public Works are doing a lot of things to make the more, maybe not so noticeable projects come about that partner with those big developments. So complete street projects, so we can create pathways and trails to connect people to those areas of our town and make commerce easier for people to connect and travel, and whether it be going to work or going to have fun, you can have a safe way to do that, whether you're on foot, on bike, or on scooter. So just that master plan thinking is, and that intentionality is very there.
I mean, it's honestly mind-blowing because someone that doesn't live in Winter Haven, it really is awesome to see how much development really is going there, and how much has already been there too. Because you have different places, you know, like MLK Park that is obviously getting revitalized and everything, but even downtown and Main Street and everything that's going on there, it's such a cool little, you know, area that's it's getting redone.
I'm going to put her on the spot real quick because we only got a few, minute here. But it's part of the Chain of Lakes ballpark, historical ballpark, home to the Boston Red Sox. In 1992, after Hurricane Andrew, we recruited Bob Sheffield and I, the Cleveland Indians, and Russ Mat Baseball and all the amateur stuff. Winter Haven has a history of baseball, you know. Downtown has a history, citrus and all of these types of things. And part of our discussion all along has been a sort of a timeline walk type thing at the Chain of Lakes to commemorate the baseball industry, Major League Baseball all the way down to the little booger pickers, you know, that play out there and do their thing. So, you know, it's just one of those things that I'm hoping that, your department in the city approves that, historical perspective, because I think it's part of our heritage.
Right. No, I would agree.
Because you're a Winter Haven girl. When did you graduate from high school?
Don't ask people that.
No.
Where did you graduate from high school?
I was a
question.
Lake Region graduate.
There we go.
So.
Go Thunder.
Yes, go Thunder.
But
she's a spring chicken if she graduated from Lake Region, because that's a new high school.
See, look at him.
There you go.
See how nice that was?
That was very nice.
That was
I
great.
appreciate you.
Great pivot.
Yeah.
Yes. Pivot. He did say I was feisty, guys.
Well, thank you so much.
That's what your Aunt Lisa says.
My Aunt Lisa. I get it from her, I think.
Oh, she's something else.
That's right. Period. We'll just end there.
That's right. We will end right there because we're getting into some areas we probably don't need to get in, everybody, but it's all good, by the way. Julie, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. The work you've done in 2 months and 21 days has been tremendous, and we appreciate it. Looking forward to working with you in the future. And like you said, I think Winter Haven's future is bright.
Absolutely.
And we bring in talent like you. We appreciate it. I know the citizens do as well.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Absolutely.